start, and we are kind of delayed because of the Murphy's law. Internet is acting up. We're trying to get that fixed. We had a great response to the first edition of CloudCamp in the New Delhi region, and CloudCamp has happened once in India before. That was in March of 2009. It happened in Bangalore, and this time, what we're trying to do is we're trying to have Cloud Camp pan India. So we're going to be traveling to 5 cities in India over the course of the next 1 week, starting with Delhi today. Then we move to Chennai on the 23rd, Hyderabad on the 25th, Pune on the 27th, and Bangalore on the 28th. And over the course of this entire week, we're going to be talking about what's currently a very hot topic in the software, in the IT, in the IT ops computing space called cloud computing. Now, there are a lot of questions in everybody's minds as to what cloud computing is all about, and people have different notions about what cloud computing is, how it can be useful to them. So the analogy really is that cloud computing is virtualization combined with APIs, which are like the two things which brought cloud computing together. I have a big set of people who have worked really hard to get this camp organized and to get this, the participation and to get the entire thing set up. So let me start by my list of thank yous before we get started with the presentation. And we have a great set of speakers who are going to be coming and talking about all of the stuff which has been picking kind of making us curious about cloud computing. And hopefully by the by like in another half an hour, 40 minutes from now, we'll have a packed house because we had a great response to the registrations. We were sold out like 2 days before, and I had a lot of requests from people asking me to let them in. I have unfortunately asked a lot of people to try and come in and see if there's space and they can kind of get in. So to start with, I'd like to thank the sponsors, which is Tecrity and Microsoft, who have given us the green bucks so that we can get all this in place. And all across India, there are various sets of sponsors who are going to be working on this. Other than that, I have the organizers. The Tecrity Ops team has done a great job in getting this set up. I'd like to thank Professor Saurav Bansal for letting us use the seminar hall here at IIT, and purely it's very convenient for us to host it here, and we can get a great audience because there's a lot of students here who are very interested in what we're doing. This is kind of technical, so it doesn't really attract the normal janta, so as to say. So it's kind of right for the core developers, technologists, IT ops people to enjoy and learn a lot about cloud. We have a great set of speakers here. Dave Nielsen, who is flown halfway around the globe, and he's going to be in charge of all the cloud camps across the rest of the cities. So across the 5 cities we're covering in the next week. We have Simone from Amazon, who's also been traveling a lot and doing a lot of evangelism around AWS, all over the world. We will have people from Microsoft talking about Windows Azure. And as you would know, Microsoft just launched Azure like last week, and there's a lot of excitement. So you can get some questions answered related to Windows Azure there. We'll have some people from Salesforce over, people from SlideShare. We'll have unpanels and unconferences led by Dave, and we'll be trying to cover all of what the cloud is about. Several people here have experience on the cloud. They've been using the services, so you can talk about how you've used it, how it has benefited your organization or your product. So that's a little bit about what's coming up, and some of the ground rules are that we encourage you to cover this event on Twitter. So if you're sending your Twitter updates, you can use the tags #CloudCamp and #Delhi to cover it. And if you're taking pictures, you can tag it as CloudCamp and use the keywords which are mentioned here. So a couple of things I'd like to check. Is the sound quality good enough? Are you able to hear very clearly? Okay. And are you able to see the slide deck very clearly? People at the back?
It is a little bit varied.
Okay, so we'll probably just shut the lights down so you can see it very clearly from here. Right, so we're set to start the first session, and the first session is really going to be taken by two people who have a great deal of experience in this. And I said the two basic aspects which brought the cloud revolution in force. One is virtualization, and second is web APIs. So I have Professor Saurabh Bansal, who I'm sure a lot of you from the computer science and engineering department would know, who is an expert on virtualization, and I have Dave Nielsen, who will take over the stage and set the tone for the rest of the seminar and rest of the conference here. All right, thanks so much. And also, I mean, it goes without saying, but the response to the conferences has been overwhelming. So a big thank you to the audience and the people who registered for making this conference a success. It wouldn't have happened without your support and without your participation. So thank you very much.